So now I got a bunch of fucking baloney in the mail. I'm going to ruin a TV right before your very eyes. That being this prison TV. It works fine. I just wanted to put new capacitors in it since it's like 20 years old now, and it's got a minor blooming issue when you go from a dark to a bright screen. You know, the picture expands because, you know, the filter capacitor or whatever is getting all old in there or something like that. So I went through the whole thing and cleaned it up a little bit so it's a little more presentable. Since it's a clear TV, you can't really have it too dirty in there, otherwise it just looks ugly. So I already took it apart and cleaned it out and got that little spider web over here out of there, but there's some shitty adhesive. I think that's supposed to be like some sort of tamper-proof sticker that used to be there. That's not going to come off. So yeah, I'm going to take this thing apart and ruin it. Good stuff. One thing I've learned when messing with this TV and also the PC98 monitor that I'm still trying to work on is that it's probably best with these plastic chassis, the fucking the plastic frames. If you're going to take the back off, which actually helps support the top up here, it's probably best to lay it face down so that it's not putting too much stress on this plastic right here, because when things get old, it gets brittle, and it would suck if that just snapped in half. And yeah. This thing has a metal plate that was bolted and glued onto here by my dad because he had it on a wall hanger in the shop, so that's just going to be there now. But yeah, it's an old, not that old TV. Wow. Let me pull all the crap out of here. This is a pain in the butt. You know, there's nothing quite like coming back from working on fucking arcade monitors and shit all day at the side job and come back home and do the exact same fucking thing. Well, that took entirely too long, but at least I got all the capacitors down. Now I can actually do a video on the TV after it blows up, obviously. Well, I guess at this point, everybody and their mother knows what a prison TV is. I think everybody's seen Techmoon's video at this point. Basically, the entire purpose of it is it's see-through, so you can't have it be your prison pocket number 2. It's got torque screws holding the case on. You got the tamper-proof sticker that's no longer there. I guess that's so the guards will see if somebody's fucked with it. They rip the sticker off. But yeah, it's just a basic TV. Actually, I didn't know this, but there is, I think that's an IR receiver there, so I can actually use a remote with this, but I've never known that until I took it apart. But yeah, it's a pretty basic TV. I've heard from somebody that the chassis inside this is actually from like a flat screen tube TV. It's just missing the parts for the geometry adjustment for the flat screen. It's just like a cut down thing, obviously. Only inputs it's got, well, input is RF, which really isn't that much of a problem nowadays. But let's see if I broke this thing first. Or give me a second. So I replaced everything, or the capacitors, and they should be all the same, so there shouldn't be any issues, but that always wigs me out plugging something like this in the first time. Maybe it'll blow up. Well, it hasn't blown up yet. See if it's see-through. It can protect me while something blows up. Oh, look at that. Bad boy just came right up. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, now that it works, there's only one thing left to do. So I guess the reason why I put in all the effort to change all the capacitors, if this is just any other TV, I'd just not give it a shit really, because it's an old TV. But this one kind of has sentimental value to me at least, because this TV has been around for a long fucking time. At least it was the TV that used to be in my bedroom like 15 or 16 years ago, so... It's just got... Oh, shoot, I don't want to start a new game. Yeah, I used to have this TV in my bedroom just a long fucking time ago, so... It's one of my first TVs that I got to put in my own bedroom. Don't know where I got it, but... It's got a little bit of an issue right now with the vertical linearity, it looks like, but... It's whatever. Well, there might be an adjustment for it or something somewhere, but this game's pretty cool. Too bad it was, there is a fan translation for this, I do believe, but it uses the VRC6 sound chip from Konami. But being a prison TV, well, people say that they don't get too loud. This thing gets plenty fucking loud. But the thing is, it just sounds like shit. So you definitely want to be using headphones if you're going to be using this. But it's a small enough TV that you could just plug in your headphones and sit right in front of it. But besides the vertical linearity issue, I guess this is a pretty freaking good picture. Like I got the contrast turned down from the base level just because it was too bright. I wanted to run it a little bit dimmer because it'll last longer that way. But the blooming issue is a little bit better now, which is nice. One thing I wanted to mention was I was talking with somebody on Discord about like old TV stuff or whatever, but it's kind of cool. You can use RF nowadays, and it actually looks pretty freaking clean. Like as long as you're not expecting like RGB type shit. I mean, I play on my games in composite anyway, so picture quality isn't like my #1 priority for an old ass TV. But RF nowadays actually isn't too bad. At least with this TV and then the console TV, I've noticed that the RF looks pretty fucking good actually. But I guess it's just because nowadays there's no analog TV stations on the air anymore, so you have less interference. Also, I mean, I don't have anything else hooked up to the TV. It's just console straight to the RF input, so there's just relatively less interference nowadays than there used to be. So that's one thing that makes me not care too much that it only has RF. But I do intend to somehow fit this thing in my computer room, but somehow. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I think it'd be nice to have a TV in there, just so I can hook something up if I need to. But yeah, it's just an old TV. There's nothing really too fancy about it besides it just has a clear case and it looks cool. It's just an old TV, but it's my old TV. My old TV from a long fucking time ago that I have again. It's kind of cool. Anyway, that's just a quick video on the old TV that I used to have in my bedroom when I was in like elementary school.